Hello and welcome. You're here with Miss Libby Rose. Hello. And it's that time of year again. So it's that time of year that we start thinking about Halloween costume making, Halloween parties, etc. So I'm here to talk to you about the costume side of things. So I would like to go through some different ideas that you could create and make and mix and match into the super duper costume that you'd like. So one of those is little tabard tops. So we're all using fat quarters, and you can make this for an adult, you can make this for a child, and then the same. So little kind of shorts or 3/4 trousers as well from fat quarters. So these are with really minimal sewing. So there's not a lot of sewing in here, which is music to some of your ears, I'm sure. So we will, and then there is one more make that is a tutu skirt. So you can create the tabard top with a different applique with a tutu skirt. Same design with an applique like this one turns into a sort of piratey type of costume. So really I just want to give you ideas and give you the grounds for making these costumes, and then you can start to create. So for every single make, these are the materials that you'd need. So we've got, for the tutu skirts, we've got this tulle spool, which are fantastic because they come in 23 meter roll by 15 centimeters. So if you've made the no-sew tutu with me before, you'll know that there is a lot of me sort of cutting up strips in advance. So this is actually a lot more economical way of buying the net to make the skirts with. So there's all sorts of colours on the Hobbycraft website. I've chosen lilac, black and pink. Now these are like just because they're sort of Halloweeny colours, you can mix those up. I could do black and purple if I really want to do witchy. I could do black, purple and pink to just mix it all in together, or black and pink. So you have a look and see what colours that you might like to use. So they are for the tutu skirt. Then we've got these tabard tops and the little 3/4 shorts, or there is even, it depends how old you're making for. I've even made like even diddier ones as well. So you definitely need a pack of fat quarters. Now also in these makes, because we're doing the zero waste, I'm on the zero waste trail now, try and use every last bit. So if you can have a little pot with you too, just like I've been talking about in the other makes, have a little pot that you can put all of your scraps in, because we try and use up everything that we can. And also in these makes we are using the ribbon that ties all the fat quarters together. So do keep hold of everything in the full pack of fat quarters. Heat and bond for applique. Now this is great. This is the Heat and Bond Light. So this one is for sewing around. Now there is another pack, I think it's in a red packet, that's the no-sew one that should just stay on. So if you don't fancy sewing on the machine, or you don't have a machine for these makes, then do get the red one, get the no-sew one, so that you can just iron it straight on. And some tailor's chalk and some hand sewing needles. Buttons, I've used these ones with the letters in there so that I can create words. I've done trick or treat here, so the button ones are good. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do with your design, but it's quite a cool one to sort of write little spooky messages on there, or Halloween type messages. Pinking shears are just wonderful for costume making, because you get to have all of this fun with doing this sort of tattered edging, and also it means that you can get the makes done a lot quicker by not having to add facings or anything. We're just having some fun with some pinking shears and not hemming. Scissors or rotary cutter. If you're using the rotary cutter, then do make sure that you've got a cutting mat underneath as well, and pins. Keep everything in place. Okay, so gather up your materials and join me for one of the makes.